Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Friday, September 5, 2025. In the headlines, U.S. Embassy highlights safety concerns behind migration. Grenada joins regional effort to combat digital crime. Government takes stand against child abuse. Closure rehabilitation project makes steady progress. Also in the news, regionally, fishermen in Trinidad fear fallout from U.S.-Venezuela tensions. Internationally, U.S. strike near Venezuela sparks legal and political questions. Plus, in the sports news, WCPL to bowl off in Guyana on Saturday, while GFA Super Cup kicks off this evening with action inside Cuthbert Peters Park.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Joining us, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Cindy Diouf, the new U.S. Principal Officer of the U.S. Embassy in Grenada, has highlighted the link between safety concerns and irregular migration. In an interview with the Government Information Service, Diouf stated that people often decide to migrate when they don't feel safe in their own countries. She noted that such migrations often involve bad actors, implying that individuals may be vulnerable to exploitation and harm during their journey. Diouf's comments underscore the importance of addressing safety and security concerns to prevent irregular migration.
When I think about citizen security, I think a lot about, if people don't feel safe in their own country, then they migrate. And unfortunately, often that's illegal migration. And illegal migration is fueled by bad actors, right? And those bad actors can wreak havoc on the ties that bind societies. If you don't feel safe within your own community, you'll use those networks to show up at the southern border, to move to another, island of the Caribbean. We consider the Caribbean are part of our neighborhood.
Other news, President General of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, is calling on the Ministry of Education to address 2 pressing issues affecting educators in the system. Bartholomew said special attention must be given to teachers working in schools for special education who are themselves living with disabilities.
And those persons, because they do not have the necessary qualifications, they're not probably eligible for permanent status, and it will affect the pension. But because of their limitations, we are calling on the Ministry of Education, the Government of Grenada, and PSC to sort of move quickly to see if they could regularize these persons so that when they leave, because they're physically impaired already, when these persons reach at the age of 60, they may not be able to get another job, and they will be in a worse off situation.
Bartholomew also raised concern about teachers who have been reassigned to other roles, such as truancy officers, guidance counselors, and district education officers.
If goes to the Ministry of Education, and then the Ministry of Education gives another teacher, another person a job in the same current government school. It means that person will be there for a long time. I would not be able to get permanent because the government or the Ministry of Education, based on the principle of regularization, cannot regularize two persons in one job. And so that has been creating a problem for many teachers.
The GOG President General said his union has raised both matters with the Ministry of Education and is calling for urgent action to ensure fairness, regularization, and protection for all affected teachers. Well, steady progress has been reported on the Closure Rehabilitation Project. Retaining walls are now up and several castings have already been completed, with more scheduled for the coming week. That's according to Junior Farry, Chief Executive Officer of Farry Construction Services, the company contracted to undertake the works there.
A couple of things have changed, and for the better in terms of getting through with a lot of the retaining walls. A lot of the backfilling material is going in place, compaction and stuff like that. So we are making headways in terms of coming to completion, which would not be too long from now. However, there is still some work to be done. In terms of going forward, we are working speedily. We received concrete yesterday, and we are preparing to receive concrete very early next week again, where maybe just about 3 major casts again, and all the major walls will be completed. The road is being compacted, binding, as I said, and we are going ahead.
What was expected to be a straightforward repair quickly evolved into a complex challenge after water seepage beneath the surface caused instability and slippage. Farry noted that a solution was implemented to manage the continuous water flow at the site after several discussions with the Ministry of Infrastructure.
So we had casted a wing wall, and that kind of stabilized, and we did some other drain works that taking the water, most of the water out of the site within a reasonable time. I don't want to pin myself down here. Once thing goes as planned, we should be done, because there are a lot of other little works that we have to do apart from the road itself, right? We have now some additional drain works to take care of, and some small walls on the road sides and stuff like that. Those are things that we have to take care of now because of what happened. But I'm not going to pin myself down to say within a month or within 2 months we should.
This story to report, Grenadians are being urged to take online security seriously as a major regional campaign kicks off to tackle digital crime. Our Eugenia Peters has the details.
The Cybersecurity and Cybercrime Public Awareness Campaign was officially launched in Grenada last evening. It forms part of the Caribbean Digital Transformation Project and will run for 6 months across 4 OECS countries: Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent. Funded by the World Bank and supported by the OECS and CARICOM Impacts, the initiative aims to help people recognize online threats, practice safer digital habits, and protect themselves against scams, sextortion, and cyberbullying on platforms like TikTok and WhatsApp. Assistant Director of Projects at CARICOM Impacts, Nadine Bushell, says recent trends in Grenada highlight the urgent need for increased public awareness on cybersecurity and cybercrime.
But here in Grenada, this campaign is especially timely. Recent trends have shown us why. 1, phishing and smishing, which are deceptive emails and text messages that impersonate trusted institutions like banks or government agencies to steal your personal information, targeting everyday citizens and bank customers. We have a number of online fraud and scams, from romance scams to fake lottery and auction fraud. These are widespread across social media and messaging platforms. We have identity theft, where criminals use stolen personal data to commit fraud or gain financial advantage, again affecting both individuals and financial institutions. We have cyber harassment and stalking, and this is especially prevalent among women and young adults. And we also have ransomware attacks, which involve malicious software that locks your data and demands payment for its release. This in particular threatens our businesses, our hotels, and our small and medium enterprises.
Grenada's Cybersecurity Incident Response Team CSOT Program Coordinator, Jervis Dabrio, reminded participants that cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility.
Understanding that you are the weakest, we as human beings are the weakest link in the entire chain. That is the link that we must strengthen, and cybersecurity awareness is the way you do it. You, your family, your friends need to be aware of what the threats are, how real they are.
In a historic move last year, Grenada became the first CARICOM member state to deposit the instrument of accession to the 2001 Council of European Convention on Cybercrime, marking a major step in the country's commitment to fighting digital crime and enhancing regional cybersecurity. For GBN News, I am Eugenia Peters.
This is Network News live from the Grenadian capital. Still to come from us, government takes stand against child abuse.
Need a little extra cash to make life easier? Or just a bit more exciting? Arise's got you covered. With a Flexi Credit loan, you get up to $25,000 for any purpose. Vacations, home upgrades, back to school, or just a little treat. Get manageable amounts, flexible repayments, and the freedom to top up whenever you need it. No hassle, no pressure, just freedom to live life at your pace. Visit our website or call today and let your dreams take flight with our Flexi Credit Loan. Arise Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
GRENLEC Community Partnership Initiative.
On behalf of the Ministry of Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs and Local Government, and by extension the Government of Grenada, we would like to say a heartfelt thank you to the Grenada Electricity Company, GRENLEC, for coming on board with us to partner for the Build Back Better initiative by providing furnishings for the homes. And furnishings include beds, mattresses, and other things, and we want to say that it has positively impacted the residents of those homes who have already benefited, and for those who will benefit, we know that it will positively impact their lives as we work together to recover Carriacou and PT Martinique.
GRENLEC, energizing our community.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Climate change is real. Storms are getting stronger and droughts are lasting longer. Are you prepared for what's ahead? At Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, we want to help you protect your investments. Build for the future with a BFF loan. Make climate-smart upgrades and strengthen your home to withstand nature's unpredictability. Get 100% financing to build or purchase a home or make additions to your existing structure. Enjoy discounts on related loan fees and special benefits when you choose climate-resilient solutions. We are also offering financing of up to $50,000 unsecured for your home upgrades. Invest in renewable energy, energy-efficient appliances, water storage, and so so much more. The time is now to ensure your investments can withstand climate change. Invest in your home, protect your family, and secure your future with a BFF loan. You have a BFF in Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansapine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Dreaming of a summer vacation? We can make it happen. Need a credit card for summer spending? We can make that happen too. Need a loan for carnival, debt consolidation, education expenses, and more? We've got you covered with a Republic Bank Make It Happen loan. Up to 100% financing, competitive rates, and a chance to win great prizes. Live your best life this summer with financing from Republic Bank. Check out republicgrenada.com or visit us today to get your summer started right with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Sakitan Palay Lot. Breaking news! For limited time only. Grease your pockets with as much as 10 times your Playway with multi-X winnings. Imagine betting $10 on Playway, adding multi-X for the same value, and winning 10 times your prize. That's $2,400 for the small value of $20. You can't go wrong. Only in September 2025. You can win not 3 times, 5 times, or 7 times, but 10 times your winnings. Be sure to bet more on Playway, add multi-X, and make it a September to remember. Monday to Saturday, 4 times a day. Available in stores and online. Who here? I go tell the others. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Live free, live free. With a box, you can live free.
Spend $50 or more for a chance to win. Free fuel, free drinks, cash prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV, free electricity, free Coke, free Dasani, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady Milk, free passes to Sunshine Promotions events for 2025. 2-night stay at Sanders Grenada, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in a slick new GSE GS3 M Zoom.
Shop and you could live free if you want to live free.
This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenneck, Flow, Salt Petroleum, Grenada General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Carib Brewery, Co-op Bank, Answer Coatings, GSE Motors, Sanders Grenada, and Food Fair. Promotion runs from April 7 to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Live free, live free.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Dreaming of a summer vacation? We can make it happen. Need a credit card for summer spending? We can make that happen too. Need a loan for carnival, debt consolidation, education expenses, and more? We've got you covered with a Republic Bank Make It Happen loan. Up to 100% financing, competitive rates, and a chance to win great prizes. Live your best life this summer with financing from Republic Bank. Check out republicgrenada.com or visit us today to get your summer started right with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center Attorney General Claudette Joseph revealed that Grenada has one of the highest rates of sexual offenses against minors in the Caribbean. To address this, the government is proposing reforms to allow young people greater access to sexual and reproductive health care through amendments to the Age of Civil Legal Responsibility Bill. Minister Joseph stressed that some individuals entrusted to protect children have been accused or convicted of serious sexual offenses against minors. Government data show that minors as young as 3 have been sexually abused, often by relatives.
Our little children are under attack by these perverts and predators. And that's a scourge in Grenada. A few years ago, Dr. Hazel Dabrio did a whole documentary on the situation in Grenada. It's different from other islands. It's worse than other islands. And it's bad. When you have 75% of the cases before the criminal code being sexual offenses, something is wrong. That is what I want the religious community to get excited about. And not, in some instances, some of the predators are known and they're shielding behind the cloth. Let's get real.
The proposed changes aim to grant minors aged 16 and over the right to consent to health treatments without parental approval. In exceptional cases, minors as young as 12 may also consent with ministerial approval. The government believes that these changes will help vulnerable children seek help and protection. The bill seeks to provide minors with greater autonomy to protect themselves from abuse. According to Attorney General Claudette Joseph, Grenada continues to report some of the highest rates of sexual offenses against minors in the Caribbean, prompting government's move to expand access to sexual and reproductive health care for young people. The changes are proposed under amendments to the Age of Civil Legal Responsibility Bill. On the Bob report, Minister Joseph stressed that some individuals entrusted to protect children have been convicted of sexual offenses against minors, citing recent government data. The bill would grant minors aged 16 and over full legal capacity to consent to sexual and reproductive health care, including diagnostic procedures without parental approval. It also allows, in certain cases and with ministerial consent, minors as young as 12 to access such treatment. Joseph revealed that abused minors in Grenada have been as young as 3, and they are often harmed by relatives. The government asserts that these reforms are necessary to empower vulnerable children to seek help and protection. Grenada has launched its first ever WinLink system aimed at keeping the nation connected in the event of a disaster. More in this report from my colleague, Rena Pett Thomas.
The National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission is taking the lead in strengthening communication during and after emergencies with the launch of Grenada's first ever WinLink system. 50 participants wrapped up a 2-day training session on Friday. The training provided insight into how messages can be sent digitally through radio, similar to an email, without the need for internet access. Chief Executive Officer of the NTRC, Timothy Scott, highlighted the importance of the system, particularly in the times of disaster when traditional communication channels may fail.
As NTRC, more like a partner with the International Telecommunication Union, we have other regional bodies which related directly to telecommunication. So with the ITU, which is under the UN, has this system that is used for emergency telecommunication, which you have like the WinLink system. WinLink system is the use of amateur radio, which is a traditional radio, connected via a computer that enable the transmission of information via the internet and also can be transmitted via a radio communication link.
The initiative is a partnership between the International Communication Union, other regional bodies, and the NTRC. The system will be housed at the National Disaster Management Agency headquarters in Manjaloo, St. George. Jonathan, remember, a representative from the ITU who facilitated the training, noted that 7 systems have already been installed across the Caribbean and 7 more in Central America. He described the enthusiasm of participants during the training.
I think they like the system. Some very interested in setting up personal stations, and I think that's great for the development of this type of systems. This could practically do the service for the whole world. I yesterday did some tests with Mexico. It was 4,000 kilometers, and we have a great connection.
2 of the participants also shared their experience, speaking about the impact of the training and the importance of being prepared.
I think it was a very useful training. I learned a lot today. I knew of the WinLink system before, but today I was able to get in depth on the system itself, and I'm planning how we could link it to the existing systems to improve emergency communications in the event of a hurricane. I remember the experiences we had after Beryl with Carriacou being unconnected or disconnected, and so I'm already planning how we could use the WinLink system to beef up what we have in place.
As I said, I'm a radio enthusiast, and I know I can use my radio and send an email without even having internet at my home. Even if I'm on the ocean with a fishing vessel, I can use the radio once I have the WinLink system set up and send an email. At least somebody somewhere could be able to read that email and come to whether it's your rescue or whatever. So it is very good.
The NTRC says the launch of the WinLink system represents a major step forward in ensuring Grenada remains connected and resilient in the face of emergencies. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
Uganda Martyrs Catholic School kicks off New Year with generous donation. This evening's GBN ISO features community togetherness.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISO is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Uganda Martyrs Catholic School welcomed its students on the 1st of September with a special treat. Each student received a backpack, school supplies, and a water bottle, courtesy the Happy Hill Roman Catholic School alumni. Chairperson Antonia Sandy Antoine emphasized the importance of staying hydrated. Students, faculty, and staff were thrilled. The event was attended by alumni, donors, and guests from New York, New Jersey, Florida, Grenada and Jamaica. The school assembly featured motivational speeches and a dance performance. The event showcased a community spirit of giving back, with alumni and friends helping to shape young lives. Share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms.
Stay with us after the break. Caribbean Wellness Day to be celebrated in September.
Welcome to Caracou, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
There are lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
This isn't just rum. It's a captivating journey infused with the essence of Bios Bombay, warmth and wonder. Experience the rich depth of Campeche like never before. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
Quartz presents the Home Event 2025, happening now at Quartz stores nationwide. It's the perfect time to refresh your home. Come explore new arrivals, bestsellers, and deals you can't resist. Discover the widest range of stylish furniture, cutting-edge TVs, audio systems, and appliances that are smart and energy efficient, all backed by the Quartz low price guarantee. Our experts will help you choose what you need for your home. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and get more. Don't miss the Quartz Home Event 2025. Quartz, bringing value home.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 back up on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet? Yes, Multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X. You cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
This is Network News. Yet another ferry and cargo vessel to boost travel and trade between Grenada and Carriacou. This report from Rena Ped Thomas.
In a continued effort to strengthen inter-island connectivity, yet another passenger and cargo vessel has been added to the fleet serving Grenada and Carriacou. The new addition is expected to significantly enhance both travel and trade between the islands. Kayak Lines is set to begin a scheduled service starting on Monday, with trips operating 3 days a week. The company says the vessel will offer a more reliable and comfortable alternative for commuters and cargo transport alike. Speaking on the vessel's capacity, Richie Gay, manager and owner of the vessel, said the ferry can transport passengers, cargo and vehicles between the islands.
We have a vehicle capacity of like 40 cars. We also have a passenger capacity up to like 200 passengers. We have a lot of room for cargo as well too. We also will be providing a wonderful service for the public. And
they will be operating 3 days a week with plans to extend to Petit Martinique and neighboring islands.
Personnel has been calling us for service outside the state, and we hope to service them too. We hope to bring the service to them. It's not only for Grenada and Carriacou, and also we might be doing Petit Martinique on Wednesday, on either Thursday or Tuesday, but is still in the making.
Gay says the additional ferry line is a step in the right direction towards boosting economic activity and inter-island integration.
We're looking to operate on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The hours we looking to depart Carriacou on at 5 a.m. on Monday, 5 a.m. on Wednesday, 5 a.m. on Friday, and from Grenada we're looking to depart Grenada 4 p.m. back to Carriacou on the 3 days mentioned, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we have a sailing time between Carriacou and Grenada of 3 hours.
Rena Pierre Thomas, GBN News.
The Ministry of Health is gearing up for this year's Caribbean Wellness Day with a series of community-focused events and partnerships throughout September. According to Communications Officer Kevin Frederick, the ministry will be collaborating with stakeholders, including local farmers, the Marketing and National Importing Board, the St. Andrews Development Organization, community groups, and Spice Isle Imaging Center to promote healthier lifestyles across the nation.
Took place in Port of Spain, Trinidad, and the declaration was called the Port of Spain Declaration, uniting to stop the epidemic of chronic non-communicable diseases. And so every year from 2007 in September, what happened is that countries throughout the region then put on activities that targeted chronic non-communicable diseases. This year, the theme for Caribbean Wellness Day is Engage, Empower, Elevate, working together to improve health and well-being for all.
All right, so as part of the observance, the Ministry of Health is inviting residents to join a community walk, during which fruits and water will be provided to participants. Frederick emphasized the importance of this initiative in addressing the ongoing threat of non-communicable diseases, such as heart disease, diabetes, and cancer, which continue to impact the region's health and development.
Year is no different. In fact, this year, the Ministry of Health has agreed to put on 2 activities. One of the activity is a health outreach and mini farmers market that's going to be taking place on Friday. That's next Friday, the 12th of September, at Grenville Car Park in St. Andrew. And the other activity is the health walk, which will be taking place Saturday, that's the following day, September 13th, from 3 p.m. And that walk will be starting at the St. Paul's Police Station. We will be heading to Hopevale, Mongelo, and we intend to end at Laborie Junction. So we are pushing this initiative because we understand the importance of engaging as one society to ensure that persons' health interest is adequately addressed. So that is
Caribbean Wellness Day, first launched in 2007 as a regional commitment to tackling these diseases, remains highly relevant today. The Ministry of Health anticipates strong community participation and a successful rollout of this year's events, underscoring the value of coming together to support better health outcomes for all. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment to report the sports news.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Ladies and gents, it's time for Bingo! So on Sunday, October 5th, we all will be heading to the National Cricket Stadium from 5 p.m. for the massive Box the Money $100,000 in cash bingo, 20 adrenaline-pumping bingo games, $100,000 cash in a box, and you decide your winnings. This is pure fun, pure vibes, pure excitement, and pure winnings. Tickets are $60 for one, $100 for two. And remember, free buses available island-wide. No excuses, just excitement. Don't you dare miss this one, because when you draw from the box, your fortune could explode.
Oh, it happens to all of us. low on cash, and in need of money right away. Play InstaCash Monday to Sunday, and there are no draws.
So, what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep, including Sundays. InstaCash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Good evening, sporting fans. Game 21 of the Caribbean Premier League CPL saw Guyana Amazon Warriors beat Barbados Royals by 4 wickets with 2 balls remaining. Both sides were in much need of a victory heading into the match at the Kensington Oval in Bridgetown, as only 2 spots remain in the playoffs. The defeat sees the winless Royals rooted to the foot of the table and in need of a turnaround to keep their season alive. The Warriors won the toss and elected to field first. Wickets shared between their bowling attack. They reduced the Royals to 69 for 5 in the 12th over, only for Rovman Powell to blitz 50 off 28 balls with 6 muscular sixes and curiously no 4s in his commanding half-century. Powell's unbeaten effort with the bat at least gave the Royals a target to defend, but 165 for 6 always felt a little light. So it proved, but only just. Ethan Bosch 3 for 35 and Ramon Simmons 2 for 27 bowled extremely well to keep the Royals in the match, but an unbeaten 62 of 29 balls from Shea Hope anchored the chase for the Warriors and saw them get over the line after a couple of short rain delays took the match late into the evening. The Warriors move up to 4th place in the CPL table with 3 games in hand, keeping the pressure on the Falcons and Patriots either side of them in 3rd and 5th. Meanwhile, Massey Women's Caribbean Premier League WCPL 2025 will bowl off on Saturday at the Guyana National Stadium in Providence with the first of 7 epic clashes. The tournament, now in its 4th season, will feature 3 franchise teams: the Barbados Royals, the Trinbago Knight Riders, and the Guyana Amazon Warriors. In the inaugural season in 2022, Trinbago Knight Riders took the title, while in 2023 and 2024, Barbados Royals walked away as champions. The team yet to get their hands on the trophy, Guyana Amazon Warriors, will be fancying their chances as the tournament will be played in familiar territory at Providence. We can tell you too, the home side will get into action on the opening day when they battle Trinbago Knight Riders from 2 p.m. 2-time defending champions Barbados Royals will begin their title defense the next day with a clash against the Guyana Amazon Warriors from 3 p.m. All matches are being played at Providence. The Grenada Football Association, GFA, successfully concluded a comprehensive 3-day referee development workshop, marking a significant step in enhancing refereeing standards across the island. The intensive program is a product of the continued relationship between the Grenada FA and the Mexican FA and was facilitated by former FIFA assistant referee Métis Yvonne Chavez Garcia. The workshop, which ran from Tuesday to Thursday, was designed to equip Grenadian referees with advanced skills, up-to-date knowledge of the laws of the game, and enhanced practical techniques essential for modern football. Participants engaged in a mix of theoretical sessions and practical exercises, focusing on areas such as positioning, offside interpretations, foul recognition, effective communication, and match management. In local football action, the GFA Super Cup will resume this evening with Sunjets United taking on Hampshire United at Cuthbert Peters Park in Guelph, starting at 7 o'clock. At the moment, Honford FC facing Class Hub Roots at the Roy St. John playing field, while later this evening, Ball Dogs will meet SAFL also at the Roy St. John playing field, beginning at 8 o'clock. All matches are part of the Super Cup and SAFL competitions. That's the sports news for now. After a recent U.S. airstrike destroyed a suspected drug boat in international waters near Venezuela, killing 11, fishermen in Cedros worry they could be mistaken for traffickers and caught in potential crossfire as U.S.-Venezuela tensions escalate.
On the southernmost tip of Trinidad, the Venezuelan coastline is visible with the naked eye from Icacos Bay. But beneath the usual calm here, there's growing unease. On Tuesday, a U.S. military airstrike obliterated a go-fast vessel carrying drugs in international waters near Venezuela. 11 people were killed instantly. Now, fishermen fear their boats could be mistaken for traffickers, drawing them into deadly crossfire and even a possible war between the U.S. and Venezuela.
I feel like it happened anyway, because sometimes right when you're walking right across here and you see a boat coming from down in the inside, you have to come out of the area.
Icacos resident Margaret Ishmael already plans to leave home and stay with her daughter in central Trinidad. Her village lies just half an hour from the Venezuelan shoreline. She says the situation is frightening and prays it does not escalate into war.
My daughter, I'm from Chabones really. My daughter told me, Mommy, if you hear anything more than that, get up there, because look at where we are. The sea's right out there. Venezuela is about a half an hour away from us.
Resting in his hammock, Akash Nathan admitted that while he supports the fight against drugs, the loss of life is devastating. He fears Trinidad and Tobago's oil fields, lying dangerously close to Venezuelan waters, could become vulnerable if Nicolas Maduro's government retaliates. Senatan worries that airstrikes raise the risk of fishermen being mistaken for traffickers.
I think that they're supposed to know what they're doing, but that bomb thing, I feel it should not be so. You want the people that have helicopters, that have all different type of things, we can hold them. I think don't use a bomb because it can be fishermen and do that.
Senatan added that the possibility of war between the U.S. and Venezuela should be a concern for every citizen, given Trinidad's proximity.
For now, everybody moving normal. We don't know for later on.
At Fullerton Bay, fisherman Tony John said fishermen must remain cautious, though he has not seen any U.S. ships close to Trinidad waters.
I think they're worried. Because when you feel they're going to make us honest, and when you reach in that stage now, you have to run or something.
The fishermen say gunshots from Venezuelan boats chasing locals into shore are already too common.
That is wrong. That is not nice.
But not everyone shares the fear. In Bunas village, fishermen, including migrants, said they never venture into international waters and have never seen U.S. ships nearby. Kevin Feldman, CNC3 News.
Debate is mounting after a U.S. military strike destroyed a boat off Venezuela's coast this week. While U.S. officials claim the vessel carried drug cartel members, no concrete evidence has been presented. Legal experts are questioning whether the strike was lawful, adding to the controversy.
First, the news of U.S. military action in the Caribbean against alleged Venezuelan gang members of Tren de Aragua.
Just over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela, so we took it out.
Then the doubling down.
On the boat, you had massive amounts of drugs. We have tapes of them speaking. There was massive amounts of drugs coming into our country to kill a lot of people. Venezuela has been very bad, both in terms of drugs and sending some of the worst criminals anywhere in the world into our country.
The White House says it's legal to use the military to fight Tren de Aragua because it is a foreign terrorist organization set on attacking the United States. But legal experts say the facts don't back up the administration's case.
If you say you can use the military against this group, why not any other group? And that means there isn't any limit anymore, infinite power that earmarks a dictatorship.
For decades, the Coast Guard has stopped drug traffickers at sea, seized the cargo, and detained the suspects for trial, even as recently as 2 weeks ago.
We'll remind you of the headlines right after this. Headlines before we leave you. U.S. Embassy highlights safety concerns behind migration. Grenada joins regional efforts to combat digital crime. Government takes stand against child abuse. Closure rehabilitation project makes steady progress. Also in the news, regionally, fishermen in Trinidad fear fallout from U.S.-Venezuela tensions. Internationally, U.S. strike near Venezuela sparks legal and political questions. Plus, in the sports news, WCPL to bowl off in Guyana on Saturday, while GFA Super Cup to resume this evening with action inside Cuthbert Peters Park. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. CPL action is up next on GBN. Good night.